Hello there. My mama didn't raise no bitch or dummy. So, NDS, the private probation service, that is just a money hustle. That's all they care about is money. That I was placed on probation for earlier this year for something I already served a year in the Federal Bureau of Prisons for the exact same conduct. And I was supposed to get time served, but then this lady here in Kansas City that just got out of jail, attacked a EMT and stabbed him and killed him. So when I was supposed to get this plea, well, this was after the prosecutor, couldn't get it right. She wrote it up as I served the time in the Clay County Jail. Then she wrote that I served in the Missouri Department of Corrections, because I don't think this young prosecutor even knows what the Federal Bureau of Prisons is. But that's where I served the year at during the pandemic, being locked in the closet and half starved to death for a year. So it was a pretty hard time for the same conduct. So anyway, NDS clearly misplaced me, lost me, whatever. They changed my officer. They lost me for 2.5 months. Okay. They also made me take an alcohol test and told me it was positive. Charged me $59.95 or something. $55. I don't know. I can't remember what it was, but it's only they were charging me $15 and they charged me $60 something, I think. So I was like, what the hell? And then the test came back from the lab negative, because it was negative in the office too. I don't care what they say. There was 2 lines. The lady specifically told me, there's 2 lines, it's positive. And I hadn't had a drug test in so long, I started thinking about it and looking it up when I got home. And I was like, wait, they're playing games, So this was on July 3rd. So they don't give me a new report date. I sent them updates on my situation in the online portal, requesting a report date. I'm like, hey, you guys haven't given me a report date, whatever. So then on September 29th, they proceed to call me and leave me a message. Some lady named Vanessa I'd never heard of, because apparently they changed my officer, and that's probably why they lost me. So she proceeds to tell me on this voicemail that I had missed report dates. And I was like, no, I haven't. I've never missed any report dates. So I call her back, and at the time I had no voice. If you've seen some of my previous videos, you can see where I had lost my voice for a week, about a month or so ago. And she proceeds to start telling me all this stuff, and so I record these conversations because she said that I missed dates that I didn't miss. So I did it for my own evidentiary purposes. So then she proceeds to tell me that I missed dates in October, and this was September 29th. I kept telling her October hasn't even occurred yet. And then she stated to me that, that's not you. So she clearly had my file also mixed up with someone else's. So she said she was transferring me to her supervisor. She hung up on me. Supervisor calls me back, tells me I need to get in there by the next day, and I tell her I have a bench trial in Kansas City, and I'm caring for my crazy disabled little uncle at the time. And she's like, well, hopefully you can make it in here by 4:45. So you're going to call me a day before because you lost me, and I tell you that I have other stuff going on. And then, so anyway, they violated me for this, right? So, they violated me for not reporting and being behind on my fees, which I'm clearly in a financial hardship due to breaking my wrist earlier this year, almost dying of a kidney infection. The job market sucks right now, because I generally don't have a very hard time getting a job. I don't. I have a lot of experience. I have a college degree, whatever. So, I'm behind on these $35 a month fees. That's all they're worried about is their money. If you get over $100 behind, they make you report once a week. Now, how does that make sense to anybody out there that, so you're going to make me drive up there and use more gas and money I don't have to come up there once a week just so you can see my pretty face? I don't understand. And so when they violated me, I emailed the recordings to the supervisor, and so now they told me I can't bring my phone in there anymore. And I was like, okay, well, I don't bring my phone in here anyway, but I recorded the phone conversations when I called back, because on the voicemail it said I missed report dates, and I knew I didn't miss any because y'all never gave me one. You lost me for 2.5 months. So, anyway, I have court tomorrow for this show cause hearing because they violated me. So I proceeded to file my own packet of pro se legal documents, which, as I've said before, I've done paralegal work. I've studied law for over 20 years. And they also tried to deny my community service that I did because I didn't do it for a nonprofit organization, but I did it for an organization for their nonprofit fundraisers that they do. And they also told me they were going to give me a list that they never have given me of any nonprofit. Well, I thought I was doing a nonprofit by supporting their nonprofit fundraisers. So I'm disputing that with the judge tomorrow too. And also the $67, whatever they charged me for the drug test, and they told me $15 because I think they should credit the $51 whatever dollars it is back to my balance I owe because they lied to me and overcharged me. So today I go in there because I have to go once a week now, and the supervisor has a whole attitude with me now too, like, you better not be recording this, you have to sign that something. Well, Missouri is a one-party consent state, and it doesn't say anything in my probation paperwork about not recording them, but whatever, I'm not recording them when I go in there all the time. They're crazy. They're just paranoid now because I busted them out, and I put the transcripts in my motions I filed with the court myself, and so she's like, has a whole attitude with me. I'm like, I'm not even recording. Like, what are you talking about? She's like, and I paid $70 online also, like a week and a half ago, and they're not showing it, but I have the receipt. And so I went out to my car, after, I left and I found it in the car actually. So I go back in there, right? So tell me why I go back in there to give the copy of the receipt to the receptionist lady, and I hear him back there in the office talking about me. Talking about how I came in there the week before wearing a cowboy hat and boots, and how I'm just not, something about I'm not just they think I'm just not paying my fees or something. Like, okay, no, trust me, I would fucking pay you so I could get you off my ass because I know all you want is fucking money, okay? And the bottom line is that I pled guilty to a Class A misdemeanor in Missouri. Like I said, and I already served a year in the Federal Bureau of Prisons for the same conduct. So basically, I've already served the backup anyway. It's just, like I said, that thing happened with the lady killing the paramedic, and they decided I needed to be on probation, whatever. So they can get more, so NDS can get their money, whatever. I don't know. But anyway, I just wanted to share that little other tidbit about, not only do we have the corrupt police violating our civil and constitutional rights, we also have these corrupt private probation and private prison facilities and jails out here that are also milking money from people that don't even have money. Like, go milk money from the rich, okay? Like, leave us alone. Like, I don't get it. Like, I just don't get it. I mean, I do from a business standpoint. Okay, everybody wants to make money. But making it off the poor or the, people who are having financial hardships, that's really just not cool. And then, like, losing people in your system because of your own administrative errors in your office, because I've worked in a lot of offices too. I've managed offices, and I know how the flow goes, So it's not my fault that you lost me, NDS, and yeah. So we'll see what happens tomorrow in court. Maybe the judge will try to lock me up. That would be a really bad idea at this point with everything that's going on. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with y'all. So watch out for private probation. They're scandalous. And they're kind of clearly, what's the word I'm looking for here to say it politely? Dysfunctional? Disorganized? They probably have high turnover. Who wants to work in... I don't understand why anybody would want to work in corrections or probation and, like, lock people up for a living or, like, try to boss other adults around. That's just weird. Like, I don't want to do that. Like, that's why these positions are not getting filled, because the younger generation realizes how stupid that is, right? You millennials, you guys realize, right? Okay. Well, I'll let y'all know what happens.